What's going on, YouTubers, and welcome to my channel. My name is Munyan, and today I'm bringing you a guide on how to defeat Belial, the Lord of Lies. I think I pronounced his name right, pardon me if I didn't. I've tried, when I first got to him, I had my normal build, which was a big AoE build for the Barbarian at level 25. I failed like 4 times killing him, and then I mixed up my skills, and I found out that this was the best way to do it, in my opinion. I go for a big range kind of skill set. So let's go over his skills. The first primary skill, I use Frenzy, which increases your attack speed per hit. For the rune, I use Triumph, which is kill when you are killing an enemy, you heal yourself. For the secondary skill, I use Seismic Slam, which creates a shockwave and knocks people or stuns them during the process of slamming it on the ground. Then I use the rune Shattered Ground, which increases the damage and the knockback distance, which I did not use very much in this video. For the defensive skill, I use Ignore Pain, which your rage protects you from most damage for a limited time, which helps, and you'll see why. I use Ancient Spear with the rune Skirmish, which increases my fury regeneration, and I will explain that why in a moment. For my tactics skill set, I use Weapon Throw, which I hurl a mighty axe and damages and slows a target with the rune set of Ricochet on it, which can hit multiple targets. Then for the rage, I use Call of the Ancients, which summons three heroes to fight along my side. For the first passive skill, I use Weapon Master, and I am using an axe by the way. I don't know if that would make a big deal with my skill. I don't think it would. For my skill sets, and then for the next one, I gain 3 health of all the damage that is done as life, which means I could be throwing those axes and it would give me health constantly, and you should probably be able to spot that out within the video. I am level 25, and here I go into it. I skipped the cutscene because I don't want to, I guess, give spoilers away if anyone who hasn't seen this. So I start off using the Ancient Spear, which gives me pretty much half of a rage bar, which means I can start, well, I'm using Frenzy right now, but I can start hurling my axes, and it hits all the enemies, and I'm healing myself just constantly. Now, when they're at distance, I'm just throwing them, it does pretty good damage, and it's hitting multiple enemies. Whenever that Ancient Spear is up, I pretty much use it. If my rage is down, pretty much your main skill for damage is just, you're going to be throwing that axe. And this is just for the beginning, but you'll see why I use the axes in the distance, because, well, here he comes to the ground, I skip it. So we actually start fighting him, which isn't a problem. I just start using my frenzy on him, just put some damage down. Now I'm starting to throw my axes, getting some distance, pull him towards me for more rage. Now he's gotten some distance, just gonna keep throwing those axes. Dodge those bug spells he throws, I guess you would call them. When he gets close, I use some frenzy, just a little bit. Now that more enemies are closer, I'm throwing the axe. It does damage to all the targets around him, and they're pretty much all dead. So we're gonna keep going with it. Keep going. But yeah, even though my secondary skill is my Seismic Slash, I did not use it, I don't think, once in this video. Not really. I think I forgot I even had that skill, but you don't really need it in my opinion. It does suck up a lot of rage, so I wouldn't use it on the big part of defeating him. So now here he is tricking you, saying that's not his real form. I thought my volume was too loud, so I went ahead and turned it down some. So here's why I failed a bajillion times. I had my regular build and beat him the first time. Then when he turned into this huge thing, I remember I was flipping out, and I didn't know what I was doing. I had to do this a couple times. I didn't know what the green things were. Then I realized after about 2 or 3 that it was actually where he was going to hit, and I didn't know that. And so here I find out. I try to start dodging. By the way, a really good thing I suggest with the Barbarian in this one is to have a shield of some sort, because if you'll see, I'll try to pause it, that blockage, that extra, and here I use the heroic pretty early, and it does most of my damage here. And also that it what's it called? Defiance, I guess that's in the beginning, my defense skill. When he starts, there's a point where he just barrages and just attacks everything. I pop that thing, does most of the damage. Now there is a part right about here, I think, where it cut off, and I don't know why I didn't save correctly, but I had to skip half of it. Not, but I really don't understand why it skipped. But anyway, back to the video. Just every time you get close enough, just hit some frenzies. But I don't usually get close. I just keep throwing axes. Make sure you dodge the things. The green, I guess, bombardment he does. Oh, and I also use, I'm not sure which mana pot that is, but it restores 1,000 life instantly. And just make sure you use it when you get pretty close, because it is a 30-second cooldown, which can mess you up. So I get close a little bit just to do some melee damage, because I didn't have any rage. Keep throwing those axes, and then I use Ancient Spear, get some more rage, more axes, making sure I dodge those green bombardments. And you can see I just right there, I saw that he was going to hit me pretty good, so I popped, and right there's the blockage. That will save you a lot of the time, from having that shield to block an attack or two, which happened. I got to block a couple of them in this video. I'm not sure, I think I only spotted that one, but if I remember when I was playing, I blocked a couple of them. So I see that also I'm getting pretty close for my second coming of my, what would you call it, my heroic skill, which summons 3 heroic champions to fight along my side for like 30 seconds, maybe less. So I just try to save my rage, because I know that will finish him. I messed up because I thought I had enough and I was about to auto attack, but alright, there we go. I call it in. I know he's done. I thought this was the best way to defeat him. It helped me a lot because I could not beat him with just an AoE attack base thing, and it gives you a better chance. And also, like, well, not really a better chance, if you went for a melee route trying to defeat him with like your bash primary skill, which is like one of the first you get and stuff like that, it doesn't really, I think, work a lot, because you have to be close to hit him, of course, and those bombardments will just get right by you when you're trying to hit him, and you have to move away, and that takes up a lot, it takes up more time to hit him but thanks for watching, guys. If this is helpful, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I make lots of videos, League of Legends. I do have a new HD PVR, which I will start doing Call of Duty videos very shortly. I got it today, actually. I'm holding it. I just got to get some new wires, because the ones I got with it are actually shorted out, which will be probably coming up Friday, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.